So service marketing, we are going to discuss this promotion myths. Here you can see the meaning of promotion. It is the means by which the services interacting with the customers or communicating with the target customers. It helps to create awareness. It is used for encouraging the sales. And compared to the products in service, the promotion needs to be given much more importance, little more importance, because of the inherent intangible feature of the service. Because as I told you, product can be shown during advertisement. What is a product that can be shown to the target segments? But we cannot show anything like that for service. Only the tangible aspects can be shown. But that too, we cannot exactly show what the service is. So that is difficult. So we need to focus more in promotion activity for service sector. Now here you can see, yes, as written over here, we have already covered the product and price myths. Then this is the third element, promotion myths. Yes, guidelines for service communications. Guidelines for service communications. Now, how to communicate about the services? Many times, what happens? It is difficult, as we told here, because of this inherent intangible feature. It is difficult to explain what is the service to the target segments, target customers. So here, W.R. George and L. Berry, they have identified 6 guidelines which could be used to communicate about the services. Like, these are mostly applicable to all service sectors, with exceptions with a very few. Otherwise, this can be applicable in almost all service sectors. First one is provide clues to tangibilize the services. Of course, we can easily pick up tangible products. We can easily identify products and we can easily pick up the products which we require when we go to a shop. But it is difficult because we know that it is intangible when it comes to services, and we cannot easily pick up a service. But there could be tangible clues or tangible some kind of tangible part which can help the customers to pick up the services. Like, even though we tell that services are intangible, there are several tangible points or tangible components associated with that. Like, when we go to a restaurant, the chair, the cleanliness over there, the table over there, these things and all are tangible clues when we go to the restaurant. No, so what happens? Such kind of tangible clues should be identified and it should be provided to the customer. So accordingly, they can select the services. Then maintain communications continuity. It is very much important to have this communication continuity to see that the customers are kept aware about the services over a long period of time. For this, there should be continuous advertising and publicity so that the customers get strongly attracted or strongly attached to the theme. So that the continuity should not be stopped over here. It should be continued. Direct advertising to the employees. Employees are actually the internal customers. So there are certain services where in which there are great interaction between the service provider and the customer. That is high contact service, we can say. We have already seen what is high contact service. In high contact service, there is more interaction between the service provider and the customer. Like, for example, teaching, we can say it is a high contact service. So in order to get more and more confidence of the customers, of the outside customers, we should first educate the internal customers. Internal customers means employees. So first, employees should have good vision, they should have good knowledge, they should be quite confident about the firm which they are working, and through them direct advertising could be done. Use of word of mouth publicity. In many professional services, in many service sector like lawyers, doctors, for example, educational institutions, beauty parlors and all, what happens? This publicity happens through word of mouth communication, isn't it? Word of mouth publicity means people who have already experienced the service, they help in attracting prospective customers. Of course, it could be negative review also. It could be just like if you have food in a restaurant, if you did not like the food, definitely you may tell ki mat jao wahan pe, the food is not good. Of course, it could be negative review also, but at the same time, most of the time we can say word of mouth publicity plays a major role in communicating about the services. Then Promising a service which can be delivered. Promise only that service which can be delivered to the customer. That is, the promise should be realistic. Realistic, which will match the customer's expectations, so that the customer are happy. Okay, what I had expected, I have got the same thing. You should not promise, or you should not offer something which is not at all possible for the customer to, or we can say, not at all possible for to be delivered to the customer. So go for some realistic deals which could be satisfiable and acceptable by the people. Make the services easy to understand. Now again, due to this intangible nature, it becomes difficult to how to experience the service by a customer. It is difficult to comprehend the services, what exactly the firm is offering to the customer. For that, the service provider should use many kinds of tangible evidence, so that the customers are able to understand what they are exactly going to offer. So these are all general guidelines for effective service communications. Then 90% success of any product or service is its promotion and marketing. So this explains how much important promotional activities are for any product or any service. Because unless you are promoting your product, unless you are creating awareness for your product or for your service, nobody will know that such a thing is existing in the market. People will know about your product or service only if you market to them, only if you say to them कि जैसा एक product है market में. So for that, how to communicate these things? Various tools are used in service promotion. This is something which you have already learned in the earlier classes of marketing specialization classes. You have already learned it. Still, we have to cover this little bit. The following are the various tools used in service promotion: advertising, sales promotion, personal selling, word of mouth communication, public relations, that is PR and publicity, sponsorship, direct marketing. So when we go into detail, first one is advertising. Advertising is the paid form of non-personal communication for communicating the idea, goods and services by an identified sponsor. It is very relevant even now. Advertising, the importance of advertising will actually never go down. It is very important because it helps to create awareness among huge masses of people. Why? Because it is not personal communication, it is non-personal. Anybody can see the advertisement, anybody can read the advertisement. So advertising plays a major role here, especially when it comes to service sector. So here what you have to remember is the advantages and disadvantages. Advantages are, you can use it for mass audience, as I told you. Effective communication for mass audience. It is cost effective. It will help to create awareness and stimulate the demand in the market. At the same time, there are disadvantages like rising cost of media and space. Space means जगह जो चाहिए. For example, न्यूज़पेपर में जो थोड़ा सा जो छोटा सा बॉक्स में भी डालने के लिए वो जो खर्चा होता है, या मीडिया में कभी डालना है, which prime time you will have to advertise it. All those are important. Another thing is a lack of immediate feedback. Immediately we will not understand the feedback from the customer because it is shown in a big media. Problems of credibility, whether the customer will actually believe the content which is shown in the advertisement or not, whether it is trustworthy or not. Then of course, high cost of development of the advertisement. But even this is, whatever be the disadvantages, this is one of the most efficient method of communication to the mass audience. It is the paid form. Please remember this meaning over here. Advertising is the paid form of non-personal communication for communicating the ideas, goods, or services. Then, these are the examples of advertising media: television, cinema, radio, newspapers. Nowadays, we can say social media is one major influencer. Social media is again a very important example which we see nowadays, especially since last few years. Social media has become a very major source of advertising media. Second one is sales promotion. Sales promotion means any activity which is intended to stimulate purchase by adding any kind of incentive to the inherent features of the product or service offered. That is, It is an activity, okay? It is an activity which helps the customers select our product or service, but we need to provide them some kind of incentive for that, some kind of boosting for that. That is sales promotion. Like here you can see different tools, but sales promotion is again becoming very common, especially when the competition is increasing in the market. Most of the business wants long-term customer relationship. For having or for developing long-term customer relationship, definitely the company will have to offer something like this. If the competitors are offering more samples, more contests, more they are more coupons and all, definitely our company are also have forced to do this. So sales promotion refers to any activity which helps to stimulate the purchases, which helps to increase the purchase. Some examples are sampling, samples, contest, games, trade fairs, shows, exhibitions conducted, coupons provided, entertainment programs, etc., which are conducted. Then next one is personal selling. Personal selling means it is personally persuading, interacting, or aiding a prospective customer in purchasing a product or a service. Like good example is an LIC agent. LIC agent who is personally persuading you and aiding help भी देते हैं, support भी देते हैं, so that the prospective customer or the lead will turn into an actual customer. It is a powerful two-way form of communication and it is aimed at specific target markets. This is providing more direct feedback. In advertising, we had seen it does not give immediate feedback, but here in personal selling, it gives more direct feedback. We can easily understand the pulse of the customer through personal selling. Then comes word of mouth. As I told you earlier, word of mouth means when the customers who have already experienced, it is given to referrals. Importance are given to referrals. Customers share their experiences, be it whether negative or positive. And personal recommendations are a preferred source of information. Because here what happens, we do take the referrals. No? We do take the referrals from our friends. We do take the referrals from our close relatives, our peers, our colleagues, and all. And customers are often closely involved here. We do talk to each other about different products which we brought, yeah, different services which we used and all. And people are more interested in sharing their experience. They do share both positive and negative experiences, and where many cases personal recommendations are preferred source of information. PR, public relations. Public relations, there is one definition given over here. It is planned and sustained effort to establish and maintain goodwill between an organization and its public. That is PR, first one. Publicity refers to the communication about organization that is not paid for or sponsored one. So PR क्या है? PR deliberately करते हैं. PR activities are planned activities, sustained activities between an organization and the customers in order to maintain the goodwill. It is planned activity. But publicity क्या होता है? For example, when I am writing about a product which I had used, when I'm writing an article about a product which I had used and I'm satisfied with that product, I'm writing it, but I'm not getting paid from anywhere. That is publicity. It refers to the communication about organization that is not paid from or sponsored ones. At the same time, if somebody is paying me money for writing it, that can come under public relations. So publicity through media, sponsorship, all this comes under PR and publicity. Sponsorship, definitely investment in events or different causes for enhancing the reputation of an organization. This will help in getting great media attraction. Like when Byju's, they were sponsoring this cricket, IPLs. Now they were sponsoring the cricket and many such events, be it smaller event or be it very large events. When they are investing, when they are ready to invest in such causes or in such events, not only events, it could be any good causes also. When they are coming forward, that will definitely enhance or increase the reputation of the organization. Like we can see, it's very common in the sports field, and insurance companies come forward. Then many such companies come forward for sponsoring this. One important advantage is that it is more easier, and other kind of major clutter is not involved over here. Then comes last one, that is direct marketing. Direct marketing is again, it is an interactive system of marketing which uses one or more advertising media to effect a measurable response. Like it could be, as mentioned here, need not be only one method. And it is called as direct marketing because direct marketers use directly, they want the response from the customers. Their name, the details of the customers, the details and all, they will be collecting it and they will be trying to contact the customers directly. And this is very common nowadays. Customer market has grown rapidly and the direct marketers are making huge, taking huge advantage of this, we can say. And most of the time this is working with the help of internet access and all. Because of this, these people can make a better relationship with the customers. Some of the common features here are, so, from include some types included here are telemarketing, direct mail, press release, articles, like that, where they are going to directly interact with the customers. So this is about the third element of marketing mix, that is promotion. We start with the meaning of promotion, what is meant by promotion, how it is important, different guidelines for service communications, or different guidelines for how to promote services. And as mentioned earlier, this is quite applicable in almost all the service sector except very few. And 90% success of any product depends on how it is being promoted and marketed. Various tools used, advertising, the advantages and disadvantages, examples, sales promotion, different tools which are used, personal selling meaning, word of mouth communication, public relations and publicity. Please remember the meaning here, both are different. Public relations are planned efforts taken by the company, but publicity is when somebody else is writing about the company or writing about the product, which is not a paid form. Sponsorship and direct marketing.